So there are two very important terms when we talk of unit economics. One is the customer acquisition cost, and the other is the long-term value associated or lifetime value associated with the customer. Now, customer acquisition cost, as you were also explaining earlier, is really about anything that you do to acquire a customer. How do you calculate this? And do you again segment it, say for example, channel wise, and see your customer acquisition cost? And therefore, how do you arrive at your lifetime value of the customer?
For us, the customer acquisition cost is the cost of acquiring a paid user. So it's not a customer acquisition cost in terms of acquiring a person to download your app. That actually means nothing. So you can get as many customers to download your app, but ultimately your CAC is a sum total of how much do you have to spend to ultimately get that one paid customer. So if your product is 190 rupees, or if your product is, let's say, 100 rupees, and if your customer acquisition cost is 500 rupees, which means to get a 100 rupee customer, you are actually spending 500 rupees. Now, which is the problem with most of the e-commerce or these large startups, where they're spending 100 rupees or 500 rupees to get a customer who's willing to pay 100 rupees. Obviously, they are operating in a large market, so they have time, resources, everything to reach profitability. In our case, we are very clear that if you're going to spend 100 bucks to acquire a customer, then our customer acquisition cost should be in the range of a similar number. So if I have to spend, let's say, 500 rupees to get one paid customer, which means I spend 500 rupees to get 190 rupees of revenue, then I'm like very far away from profitability. It's like a dream for me to achieve that level. But if I'm in the range of 240, 250, if my CAC is 240, 250, which means every paid customer comes to me at about 240, 250 rupees, which means the gap is only 30, 40 or maybe 60 rupees. Then I know that this is something that can be achieved by actually making the price of the product up by another 50 rupees, let's say 249 or 299. So you have to be in a range which can easily be addressed when you focus on net profits in the startup. So right now what we've done is we have ensured that our customer acquisition cost is in the range of very close to the price that we are charging, and we are taking all efforts possible to reach a number which could be about 100. So if my CAC is 100 and the price of my product is 190, which means I'm making 100% profit on every customer that I acquire. So that is something, that's the kind of goal that we are planning to reach. As far as the lifetime value is concerned, so today, because we are a product which charges for a year, it looks like, the lifetime value of my customer is 1 year. Actually, that's not the case. We have customers who have come back after 1 year and resubscribe. So, English as a challenge is going to be a challenge which can't be resolved in 1 year. It will take at least 5 to 7 years for a person to become fluent. So, we know that the LTV of my customer is 7x what it is today. That's one. Second is I have not even got into the areas of the kind of skills that this guy needs as he grows in his career, which is another area that we want to get into, not just stick to functional English, but we know that there are many other challenges like interview skills, writing resumes, using functional English in various contexts. So we want to build those courses as well, where the current 7x LTV that we foresee can become about 10 to 12x in the near future. So those plans are currently on.